this is my limited edition copy of the English version of the Ubiquity version of Space 1889. Now, this was shipped out by an English forwarding company. You can see that it has come to me from England, and well, you know, it's one of these cardboard cases which we know and love, but it has been sorely abused in transit. All the corners are torn, and you can hear everything moving around in there. Now, I've been able to see that there's bubble wrap, and what should be inside here is the book and the screen. So I'm going to need both hands, but for now, let's see what we can accomplish with just one. Well, the whole thing is just coming apart, so maybe I can do it one-handed, like Inigo doing it left-handed. I will do it left-handed and one-handed. Okay. We have our waybill. And then, okay. It's very, very heavy. It's quite thick. Okay. Here we have character sheets. See, there's some bending at the corner, nothing serious. That will sort itself out in time. This feels like a very, very thick, very, very hard screen. Look at the spine on it. Okay. So that's pretty impressive, I think, by all accounts. Let me get in sharper focus. Yes, that looks very impressive and thick. Maybe even surpassing the original Ubiquity screen for Hollow Earth Expedition. Who can say? But I'll open that up later. This is the limited edition, not the special limited edition, sadly. Okay, so this is it. This is the leather-bound and seared or branded look for the core rules, which I thought would be a nice match for the content and the style of the pages within. There's nothing on the back except for Clockwork Publishing, which is the English name of the German publisher. Well, the plastic is mostly off already, but let's get rid of it so I can show you inside. It's very, very soft. Feels like a pair of gloves, you know. Actual leather. Good spine. All right. The creaking you're hearing is the plastic underneath. All right, there's the map, the three faces of Mars. There's a sepia interior with full-color sections or pieces, such as the character section. Now, I'm quite familiar with the book now because we got the PDF many, many moons ago. And it's just very nice to have, you know, the hardcover. There's always something a little special about getting the physical copy of the game. I don't know what it is. So you can expect an overview of this in the next few days, I suppose, and a review a little further down the line. So while we have everything together, I suppose we should also take a look at the screen. Quite a screen. Taking a look at the back, it explains. It's a 4-panel screen. It's supposed to protect your secrets from the prying eyes of those players. And the cool part is there's a 32-page Nbc Booklet with stats for 60 characters. So that definitely speeds things along if you have that kind of supplement. I like that kind of addition to a GM resource like a screen to speed up play. Well, let's tear the plastic off and see what's inside. Okay, so this corner gives us an access point. I must have said 100 times on this channel I don't really use screens, and yet I keep buying them. I don't know. Guess that's part of those early biases from, the primordial days of my gaming. But all right. So here's our 32-page booklet. It has the main cover of the game on it, Space 1889. Then we have a
how to use the booklet. A handy table of contents. How nice. All right. So we've got people from Venus and Mars, and nightlife in the underground, citizens and service personnel, lords and ladies, and the military. Very easy to get in and find. And stats in Ubiquity are, quite easy to use. So great. I like it. Now the screen, I gotta be honest, I wasn't really sure about the art on it. And I guess I'm still not. But let's take a look inside. So what we have are character portraits to make up the player-facing side, and then inside we have, charts and things. So what has been chosen? Like the Hollow Earth Expedition screen, there's the combat overview and modifiers, and conditions, and damage. Here we have gravity, which is helpful. The states of being are listed. Structural rules for objects, that's handy. We have attributes and encumbrance, that's okay. Interestingly, we have the attribute roles. And then, the difficulty standard modifiers, time modifiers, the degrees of success. So not bad, really, when you consider it. Right? Also the basic rules overview. So it's a handy screen, particularly for a beginner, or if you haven't run it for a while, it'd be a good refresher. Now let's take a look at what would greet the players. They would see, you can almost imagine that it's this character who's taking these pictures. We would see the suggestions of the world of Space 1889 in the background, and the colorful archetypal characters in the foreground. It's all right. I like this too. Okay, so that's a very quick look inside the very functional and useful and durable Space 1889 screen. It's very thematic. It's bulletproof like the original Hollow Earth Expedition screen, and it pretty much does have everything you might want or need on a screen for Ubiquity.
So, this is most of my backer rewards. We're still waiting on what they call secondary items, which will be coming in later waves, such as the dice. More Ubiquity dice, themed for Space 1889. So I'll show you those when they arrive. For now, very satisfied with how this book has turned out.